The World Series of tonight matchup from the Alvin Project and the Bastrop Bears. This game is being conducted against the rules and regulations of the University and its Scholastic League. Regardless of the outcome of tonight's game, all the players are proving their ability to work and sacrifice in order to achieve content of excellence. Here are those who sit there and consider common over each of these teams, coaches, and others to pick forth. Please tune in to support these young athletes, but do not, in every action, try to make you guys a value of athletics. Now your comment the line is going to feel pride in the communities and schools. Now your personal advances may play only a small part in the outcome of the state. It's very daily and continue to encourage competitive athletics. We also ask that you show your appreciation to the team and the taking part in directing the tonight's game. The cheerleaders, color guard, marching band, the coach squad, and the students who are supporting their teams at home and away, these young people play an integral part in the team's success. On Ireland, please encourage the opposing fans. Please review the team, show respect to both of these teams, and we wish for everyone to have a safe and fun-filled time at tonight's game. This list is good to hear the primary opponents of educational athletics and appeal to the University and Scholastic League and all member schools. Our student athletes recognize that personal talent, athleticism, coaching, and excellence are made in good ways and should be respected. Our officials are serving given appreciation they deserve. They are given responsibility and authority to enforce the rules of the game. Most schools have collected and agreed upon tonight's officials and also future program in a positive manner. Bastrop ISD would like to welcome all visiting and home fans to tonight's game and also together to unite in great sportsmanship and respect for all before, during, and after the game. Thank you for your preparation. And now for a special announcement from our intern, Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Christy Lee. Ladies and gentlemen, pursuant to Bastrop Independent School District Board policy and state law, all public school property in Bastrop ISD prohibits the use of tobacco, products, firearms, nicotine content, e-cigarette vapes, alcohol, or drugs. Housing Association does not allow anyone to purchase nicotine or alcoholic products. If you leave, you will fatally unit. Please do not leave the building if you plan to come back, or you will be charged for your unit. And ladies and gentlemen, fans are not allowed to interfere at any time tonight. Please do not interfere with any kind of things during after game. Thank you for your cooperation on this matter. Now for a statement from the athletic director of Alvin. Tonight, hospitality sponsor is Whataburger, ladies and gentlemen. If you're in Texas, you gotta love Whataburger right there on Highway 71 in Bastrop, Texas. Go see them. They're so fast in the morning service. And all the athletics are going out here. We appreciate Whataburger, our sponsor of the week. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the field is our Bastrop High School varsity cheerleaders. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now looking at the 2025-26 Bastrop High School varsity cheerleaders. Make some noise. Senior four-time All-American captain, Ava Pace. Senior four-time All-American captain, Willa Patino. Senior two-time All-American captain, Steve Pompson. Senior All-American, Lady Coy. Senior Kimber Eddy. Senior Lillian Gregory. Senior Jordan Dunn. Senior Kaylee Robin Diaz. Junior Julie Hawk. Junior Morgan Odom. Junior Elizabeth Orona. Junior Sophia Robles. Junior Jasmine Rosales. Junior Brianna Vincent. Junior two-time All-American, Lacey Willett. Junior Lacey Witt. Sophomore Callie Benrock. Sophomore Caitlin Browning. Sophomore Casey Green. Sophomore Addison Hurst. Sophomore Shannon Redfern. Sophomore Delaney Frederick. Freshman Carly Hopka. Senior mascot Bobby the Bear. And senior manager Teresa Kanicki. Ladies and gentlemen, you're back on high school varsity cheerleaders. Make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, we're good to see Alvin here, and of course the Alvin High School Band, the Yellow Jacket Band is in the stands. We are glad to have them here. And if they are ready, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to BIC Memorial Stadium. And the Yellow Jacket Band will play the alma mater at Alvin High School. Yellow Jacket High School Band. Glad to have you here tonight. And now, ladies and gentlemen, moving over to the Bastrop Band Marching Band under the direction of Philip Gilbert. Ready to play the Bastrop High School alma mater. If you're wearing Marines, get on your feet and put your claws in the air. Great job, Bastrop Band Marching Band. Glad to have you here one more time.
So we had a little bit of a lightning delay, but as you can tell, it is starting to clear up. The lights are bright, and the crowd is about to be electric. And and I can tell you right now, high school football is in the air. We're coming live from Bastrop, Texas, for another exciting season under the Friday Night Lights for Texas high school football right here on Vype Live. Tonight here, the Bastrop Bears, they're going to play the Alvin Yellow Jackets. Or should I say they're hosting the Alvin Yellow Jackets. I'm Sasha D. Robinson, and alongside my broadcast partner is Aaron Donnell. And we're going to be bringing you all the action. How are you doing today, Aaron? I am doing just fine. I can tell you right now, I'm excited about today. And, I mean, reading up on everything, it's going to be a great game. Now, I can tell you right now with Bastrop, they put together an impressive 9-3 campaign, going perfect 7-0 in district play. They stormed into the playoffs with a dominant 66-14 win over San Antonio Lanier, but unfortunately in the second round they lost 38-10 against Fort Bend Marshall. Expectations are high again, and the Bears are looking to build up with that momentum. Unlike Alvin, unfortunately, they had a tough 3-7 season, and it even began with the 41-6 loss to these Bastrop Bears. But there's a new energy in the program with the arrival of the new head coach, Matthew Bass. Well, so Coach Bass, he brings the championship experience because he was the defensive coordinator at Shadow Creek, where he helped lead the team to a 5A District 1 state title back in 2019. So when we talked to Coach Bass, also wanted to let know that this is more of a homecoming for him as well, because his father, he was the head coach for the Yellow Jackets back in 1998 to 2008. And now he's back to revive the program that hasn't reached the playoffs since 2005, Aaron. 2005. That's 20 years. So Coach Bass said that focus is shifting the mindset of his players. He wants them to see themselves as football players and not just kids playing football. In history, pillars of effort, alignment, and assignment. Now, Aaron, before I get to Bastrop, because I'm raving about everything, what do you have to say? Because we're gonna have an exciting game today.
Last year they really took care of the Alvin Yellow Jackets, but also Alvin will be looking to get revenge tonight. So I think that both teams, especially with it being first game of the season, Friday Night Lights, I think both teams will be coming out strong, and we will see which team will go ahead and take advantage.
Yes, sir. Now, like I said, we talked all about Alvin, but one thing that we can honestly say is that with on Bastrop side, they should be excited going into this, because junior quarterback Weston Nielsen, he burst onto the scene last year as a sophomore. He threw for an impressive 3,185 yards, 37 touchdowns, and 7 picks. Now who would expect that from a sophomore? And Coach Riedel, he said that Weston is a very talented, extremely smart football player, significant mental side to his game. And as you can see, before I keep rolling and going on, Bastrop is coming out of the tunnel. And right now, we're going to pause for a moment as we are going to go to as Bastrop has coming out of the tunnel, and uh, we will pause for the national anthem and get you ready for kickoff.
Ladies and gentlemen, as these young athletes make their way to the 50-yard line, allow some round of your official include tonight's game. The officials of the game have been mutually agreed upon by both schools. The rule is not unlike those of players, coaches, teachers, and school administrators. Without them, this game will not be possible. Inobstinate application of the rules will result in either testing, user study, and continuous participation in critics affecting the time and understanding of the game. We as a team, as students, parents, and citizens, demonstrate the time and respect of these officials you display to any dedicated person in a position of responsibility. Tonight's officials from the Austin Football Officials Association: Brad Patterson, Curtis Petro, Adam Ryan, Hector Garcia, Rick Reyna, David Kelly, Hayden Davis, Jerry Greer, Kevin Wells, Jeremy Walton, William Coleman V, and Terry Walker. Now draw your attention to the center of the field as the captain takes the field for the coin toss. ladies and gentlemen, coin toss is done. Make some noise as we get ready for some Friday night football here in Bastrop, Texas. Now, if you would all please rise, remove your hats, and please direct your attention to the field for the presentation of our national colors. Tonight's colors are provided by the Bastrop High School NJROTC Sea-Bear Company. The NJROTC is a leadership and citizenship development program. These cadets are under the direction of Commander David Ellis, U.S. Navy retired, and Petty Officer First Class Yana Husky, U.S. Navy retired. The color guard on the field is commanded by Captain Lieutenant Commander Alvin Martinez and is used by Cadet Chief Petty Officer Cash Lutz. Cadet Petty Officer Second Class Asher Townsend and Cadet Petty Officer Second Class Latrice Shaw. And the South Union Field raising colors, we have Cadet Petty Officer First Class Alexander Pacheco, Cadet Seaman Apprentice Tatum Harper, and Cadet Seaman Apprentice Bill Castillo. Now, ladies and gentlemen, remove your hats. Face the flag as we honor the great United States of America.
And that was the national anthem. I'm sorry if you were unable to hear it. Our crowd mic is on the other side where the marching band they were playing. So I hope if you were able to hear it, I hope you were. It was loud, but I'll tell you what, you got the national anthem all the way, and I know that we are there waiting for them to get the colors off the field. And just showing respect. Some people are still standing, some sat down, but I had to come on just to apologize and let you know if you were unable to hear that, hear it. But right now, I want to just thank you all for taking that time. We had a little bit of about a 30-minute delay because there was a little storm, a little bit of lightning. And I want to thank our QA, Les Clary. He's over there in Missouri building bridges. And he was on social media posting these videos, and they were high up there. And I'm sorry, I'm scared of heights. Wouldn't be me doing that. So I got to give this up to our QA, Les Clary, for building those bridges. And you're able to take your time to come over here and make sure that everything is good. Because again, if it's not good on his end, if he can't hear us, we can't. If he can't hear us, you can't hear us. And according to him, he says top of 6 towers is about 270 feet or so above the river. Again, not me. So enough about bridges, enough about everything else. It's time for high school Texas football. I know that's what we're all looking forward to. And my broadcast partner here, this is his first game. So everybody, let's be gentle and welcome him here on Vype Live. If you want to follow us, you can follow at Sasha D. Robinson on Twitter. And have any questions, concerns, any little nitpicks that you want to say, anything that we want to know about both your teams, at me. Send me an at Sasha D. Robinson. I'll be more than happy to read it. I got to also say, hey, Donut, over there all the way in Houston. I think it's Humble. You're in Humble. I believe you're in Humble. Or Tomball. Tomball. There it is. Tomball. All the way out there in Tomball. And as Alvin is taking the field there in the all-white jerseys, Bastrop is in there all maroon. So it's going to be a great game. I'm talking too much. I know you want to hear the other guy. Aaron, as how are you feeling, sir?
Ladies and gentlemen, 12 minutes on the clock as the ball's about to receive the ball placed on the 30-yard line. As we get ready to kick off, are you ready? Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen.
As Alvin, they are kicking off, and here we go for another season of high school football. As Bastrop takes it off on the field, and that is number one Dallas Presenzo, and he's had a good return up to the 42, and that's where Bastrop will take over. Good return. And now again, Weston Nielsen will take over number 13. He's a junior, but as a sophomore again, he came in and lit up everything. And as of now, he has numerous scholarship opportunities, and I'm pretty sure he'll probably narrow everything down going into his senior year. They will flank out with 3 wide receivers out of the shotgun. As they're calling their set. Handoff, and he'll drop back, and he sent it. Oh, right there, and he will score. One play offense. That was 6 already. They're looking to do something right there. Dallas Crescenzo on that little deep post route was able to catch the ball, and a missed tackle, and he was just able to walk into the end zone. Nobody was going to catch him. Safety was out of position. 6-0. What me and my brother used to always say on Tech Football: one play offense.
Actually, that was basically as we were talking about earlier with Bastrop. They're making mistakes early, getting this game, taking the lead, and taking advantage. I believe the key is out.
That's the main thing you want to do, because if this game has a chance of getting out of hand real quick, especially when you have a high-scoring offense who put up numbers last year, and they averaged 34 points a game, and your team last year they put 41 on you. Yeah, you're going to want to come in. You're going to want to try to answer that. As number 83 is going for the kick. No, I'm sorry, that's number 82. Andres Carvajal. And that will now be 7-0 for Baylor. Bastrop, I'm sorry, I said Baylor. Thank you for correcting me. For Bastrop. Oh, I'm starting off bad right now. I apologize, everyone. So Bastrop already just answered right there, and Alvin, they will be receiving this right now. And I just want to also apologize. We are running into another little bit of technical difficulties. We're working on this. So with the little bit of our sponsors, we're working on that. We're going to try to get that taken care of for you. But we will get that taken care of, hopefully by halftime. So as Bastrop, not Baylor, is ready for the kick. That will be number 10, Jair Reyes. Jair. I got to get these guys' pronunciations. I got to talk to the coaches. So I apologize to anybody if I mispronounce names. Please at me with the proper pronunciations. I will make sure I get that correct. As it looks like there's a little bit of a delay of game, and that will be penalized and going back. Whoa, that looks like no. That's unfortunate like conduct. That went more than 5 yards. Did you see that? And there for the kick. And now recovered by Cash Powledge. And he was swarmed by Bastrop, and he will get back to the 20. He get to the 24, and that is where Alvin will take over.
An announcement right here, ladies and gentlemen, have all your attention. If you have a whistle, any kind of noise maker like that, especially whistles and horns, you cannot use in the stands. You will be asked to leave. Do not use a whistle or a horn in the stands.
So and now taking the now their starting quarterback for is number 10. No, no, I'm sorry. It's number 2, Anthony DeSanto. Oh, it is number 10. Oh, almost picked. So they have Jordan Lee as their quarterback.
It'll be second down and 10.
Maybe they got the numbers. They got the numbers mixed up over here because I know it was Anthony DeSanto. That's what was Coach Shaving, but that was number. But they got number 2, so they switched it. It looks like they probably switched the numbers. DeSanto dropped back, handed off, and he is met behind the line of scrimmage by a slew. Yeah, and it looks like and leading that was Tiki Hola, who's already committed to Notre Dame. So I don't think Aaron would like that. third and 10. DeSanto's dropping back. Oh, and it looks like that was a nice pass, a nice little flare out to number 20, Marcus Canales. And they were able to pick it off. They blitzed to the wrong side, left it wide open for him to just be able to get a nice game of about 15. Got to also thank Mr. Wesley Morris, who's also listening to us over here. Thank you very much, Mr. Homer West. To shotgun to doubles and man in motion. Hand off. And that is for a gain of about 2. That was to number 22, Keegan Moore.
It'll be second down and 8 for the Yellow Jackets.
So one thing about Tiki Hola, he led the team as a sophomore with 105 tackles. Doubles to the left, and going right up the middle, and didn't even get it back to line of scrimmage. That was Marcus Canales, who just got back to line of scrimmage. We have 9:24 left in the first quarter. It is now 3rd and 8. Shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers. DeSanto looking, chunked it up, and did he catch it? He caught it! Oh, snap! That was junior quarterback / wide receiver James Peelan with the nice one in double coverage. At the 30, we have 3 wide receivers. Two on the right, man in motion, and that's going up to Marcus Canales, and he is going to get about a gain of 2.
Marcus Canales, the ball carrier.
I kind of agree with that one. Try to be able to do something instead of trying to run up the gut. And going back to Canales, and this one time he is met by number 6, Chris Rockwell, the senior, and it looks like it was probably a loss of 1. So we're going to 3rd and 9.
Rockwell was senior this year for the Bears.
Good. Three wide receivers set. One ISO, wide receiver isolated on the far right. Drop back to DeSantos, going out and incomplete. That pass was intended to number 15, James Cleveland, and that will bring up 4th and 9. And there looks like they're getting a signal as to what they're going to do. They are at the 29.
Pass incompleted to be 4th down and 9 for the Yellow Jackets.
Probably the smart thing to do. Probably something to try to go for points. If your kicker's strong enough, I mean, might as well do that, right? And the kick is up, and it's no good. And that was Enrique Garza, who did miss on the. It looks like it was about to be a 43 yarder. Not enough power. And Bastrop's going to take over at the 29. And something that you did not want to do, give them that ball back, and hopefully that they don't do another quick play offense on you. And that was the handoff right up for about a gain of about 7. That was to number 8. Was that number 8? No, number 9, Gary Jefferson Jr. Oh, nice catch. Yeah, that was Cadenzo with that catch, and it looks like they got the first.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is the first national weight first down.
Nielsen is looking for his signals. That's one thing you see. I always wanted to know what they and that's going to Gary Jefferson, and he is. It looks like he's off. Oh, Gary Jefferson Jr. with the big gain. And after a good big play, he is stopped in the backfield, and that will be for a loss of 3.
It'll be second down and 13.
So it'll be 2nd and 13. And the 3 wide receivers. Nielsen bring Crescenzo in motion. Good protection, and he's sending it. This one, the number 11. Oh! Diego Rangel. Yeah, I don't too. And this will be third and 13. I mean, why not? It looks like your wide receivers are like beating their corners every time they turn around. They're half steps on them. Why not take another shot? Nielsen up. They're going to oh! And they're the flag. That's probably going to be holding.
Pass intended for Brent Carter. Pass is incomplete.
Pass was intended for Brent Carter, who dropped it. 2 drops. That's not looking good, Bastrop, already. Going to be 4th down and seeing if they're going to be. They didn't say anything about the call. I was looking for the call to see what the flag was for. And it looks like Bastrop's keeping their offense on the field. So it looks like whatever penalty there was, it was probably waved off. And Alvin doing some alignment, dropping back. Oh, and it looks like number 17, Zach Wilkinson and Nielsen were not on the same page, and that will be a turnover on down. So it looks like this Bastrop offense can probably. They're not a machine. They are a man.
That will give the Alvin defense they did hold, and now they need the offense to march down the field. Capitalize on this last possession. So they want to do that can.
Three wide receivers, and it looks like they're running like a little wide receiver sprint out, and that would be for a gain of about 1, and that was to number 80, Kevin Ibarra.
Brought down by number 45, Isaiah Arnold.
And it's going to be 3 wide receivers again for Alvin. DeSanto is in the shotgun. And he's going for that fade to number 9. Beautiful catch by Hayden Perkins as they got down. Perfect placement. And that is exactly what you want to do. Say what you want. This offense, even though despite being stopped, they have been walking down the field and they have been able to, when it comes to the passing game. And so there'll be 3. So we got 3 wide receivers, and DeSanto dropped back, protection, and he's sending it. Oh! And that was to number 15, James Keelan, and paddle.
It'll be second and 10.
And so it's second and 10. Looks like they're man in motion. Going up, and he's bounced out. So they got a little bit of something for, with the running game. And that was number 20, Marcus Canales, for a gain of about 8.
Huge shout out to the guy helping me with our windows now or fogged up. Bless this man, we can actually see now.
We have 4:06 left in the first quarter. And it looks like we're calling a timeout. And with that, we will step away for a moment and we'll have a timeout ourselves.
Third down and 3 for the Yellow Jackets. It's third down. Make some noise, Bastrop.
It is now, we're back, and it is now two wide receivers, and where are we back again? We're calling another timeout. So this time, because I know Alvin, if they already called their timeout, so that means Bastrop had to have called a timeout. So it is now going to be 3rd and 2. And I mean, it's early in the game. Alvin has walked out. This is the second time that they have been able to get into Bastrop's territory. But I'm going to tell you right now, while we're just sitting here, Aaron, I love high school football because, as you can tell, it's all about the fans in the stands, especially some games that I've covered. They really get into it. So I hope you're able to enjoy the game just as much as I do. Doubles on the right side, on the left, and that's going out to Canales, and he was able to get the first. And he was able to just bounce outside and was able to just get the first. And so we're going to have 3 wide receivers, doubles to the left. DeSanto looking, man in motion. Going to Marcus Canales, and he's, again, now he is gashing and dashing up the middle. At first, in the first drive, he was not even getting to line of scrimmage. Now, his last couple of handoffs, he's getting at least 5 yards a pop. Doubles, as we have doubles to the left. DeSanto looking over, going back to Canales again, and he's got about a good 3 yards. So it's going to be another 3rd and short. So it looks like they're slowing the game down. I'm gonna tell you right now, and me and my broadcast partner, we have this big, long-standing argument that we've been having, and we're gonna still have this argument until we have Alzheimer's. The best, and I'll get back to this right after this play. It's now gonna be 3rd and 3. Doubles to the right. Man in motion, going back to Canales, and this time he's next. And that was by Tiki Hola with the tackle. We've been hearing his name all game. He is a tackling magnet. So now they're going for it. It is now 4th and 5. Instead of kicking the field goal, it looks like they realized they didn't have that. And with 1:07 left, was there a timeout being called? Just looking for to see what was going on. Yeah, it must have been a delay of the game. So this was a delay game. So now it is 4th and 10. So a good possible drive, and all you're doing is backing up. I'm listening, hearing Juvenile right now with what's going on right now. They just backed it up. 4th and 10 with 4 wide receivers. DeSanto looking, and he is blitz and and it was caught, and it's a first. That was a good. He escaped. Cody Lucido with the catch after DeSanto was able to escape the blitz, and they got the first. Doubles to the left, 3 wide receivers. DeSanto dropping back, going back, looking, going, and almost intercepted. Yes. That was by number 3, William White, the senior. And that will be 2 seconds, and that will leave 2 seconds left in the first quarter.
Second down for Alvin. 3 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
2nd and 10. Doubles to the right. Man in motion. And Canales looks like he probably got a gain of 2, and that will be the end of the first quarter. And this was after a Bastrop quick score. The score is now 7-0. Alvin has done a good job of slowing down this high-powered offense of Bastrop by controlling the ball. And we'll be back here on Vype Live. And we are now back. It is now the second quarter. It is now 3rd and 9 for Alvin. Dropped back by DeSanto as he's looking. Going to number 14, and that's a touchdown. Alex Avita with the score. And I'll tell you right now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a game. And that is now a score 7-6 Bastrop, which I was just waiting to PAT by number 17 Enrique Garza. And the kick is up and good. Tie game, everyone. We have a ball game. After Bastrop looks like they came out hot, and I mean they came in hotter than fish grease, and got the quick score. All of a sudden now, they couldn't capitalize on the second time. Alvin, who basically didn't capitalize on the first drive, on the second drive, was able to score, and they're looking a lot better than they did last year.
And of course, Whataburger, after the game's over, I promise you they'll be open, ladies and gentlemen, right there across from Walmart on 71. Go to Whataburger, get your burger. You know you got to love the sandwiches out there, and of course the French fries. Waterbury, great sponsor and a sponsor of the week. Glad to have the Memorial Memorial Stadium.
So one thing, while we're just waiting for everything to come up, me and my friend, we'll probably have this argument till the day we both die. And I always feel that, because we're both diehard Niners fans, and I always feel that if the Niners were going to play against the Buffalo Bills back in 1990, they would have lost. And one reason why was because they didn't have the defense that the New York Giants had. The Giants were able to keep the ball away from the high-powered K-gun offense. And my friend, he has his reason, and we'll get into that later after the kick off, and Bastrop will with the nice kick, and that is by Dallas Crescenzo up to the 22.
Dallas is in the ball carrier, picking it up. Bringing it out to about the 22-yard line. It'll be first and 10.
Situation, Roger Craig. Thank you very much. so we got three wide receivers, met in motion. Nielsen, handoff. Nice one to Dallas Crescenzo, and he is down the sideline. Did it look like he had his face mask? No, he didn't. So Crescenzo with a nice gain.
Make some noise, scream and holler out there. What is the first national vote? Roast down.
So we're gonna have a first and 10 at the 49. After as Nielsen is looking over, dropping back, looking, good smarts, trying to get at least out of bounds, and was able to at least get a gain of 4. And they're now in Alvin territory, or should I say Yellow Jacket territory. It looks like 2nd and 7. It looks like the ref gave them an extra yard from on the other side. But yes, it looks like it is now 2nd and 7 after Nielsen ran for a gain of 3 after scrambling. Handoff, and that was good for number 4, Miles Johnson, for his first carry of the season. Yeah, sometimes it's not. You don't always need to go for strip. Just try to bring him down. I learned that a long time ago because especially my freshman year, I got yelled at because all I kept doing was trying to strip the ball instead of bringing somebody down. My coaches jumped on me, and why are you not going for the strip? Good catch by number 17, Zach Wilkinson, for his first catch of the season.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is the first and 10. Move the pins. That is the first down from the base. Roast down and make some noise.
So they're now at the Yellow Jacket 38. Nielsen is looking, dropping back, going to Crescenzo, and he will get at least a gain of 1.
Pass complete to Dallas Crescenzo. Picked up by number 1, Cass Collins, with a 1-on-1 action.
Real quick. So it looks like, he didn't get that. The wide experience. It's now 2nd and 10. It is 9:46 left in the first half. Doubles. Now they're going to have 4 wide receivers. Empty backfield. dropping back. As he's sitting and he's wide open. Wide open.
Ladies and gentlemen, ball passes James Jefferson Jr. And that boom is a touchdown, baby.
And that was Gary Jefferson, the Gary Jefferson Jr. He motioned out of the backfield, and I guess Alvin didn't. Nobody on Alvin's defense, took him into account because he just streaked down the line of scrimmage and he was gone.
And the kick is good, ladies and
Just when
gentlemen.
we thought that Alvin, looks like Alvin was able to, play some big boys, and I hate to say it like that, they answered Bastrop, tied the game, but then just like that, boom, 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 Bastrop was able to just get a quick score. They're going to need to respond. They're going to need to respond. They're doing well. One thing is that one thing that we can honestly say that they're doing is that they are keeping they're keeping the ball away from Bastrop and not giving them a lot of time because it's 9:25 left and their last two drives they were some clock killers.
9:25 left to go in the second quarter. Ball is placed on the 40-yard line as the Bastrop Bears get ready to kick off to the Alvin Yellow Jackets. Are you excited out there, Bastrop? Make some noise.
And there's the kick. And that was number one, Cash College, with the return to the 19th. And that's where Alvin will take over. We got to say what's up to Miss Raquel. I hope we hope that you're listening to this game. And thank you so much for tuning in now. And Alvin, they're going to have to open up the wide receiver shotgun formation for Anthony DeSanto as he drops back, going down, and that was going to Canales for a nice gain of about, I'm going to say that's probably 6.
Going to be about a 5-yard gain for the Yellow Jackets. Second and 4.
Thank you all for tuning in to us. We really do appreciate you. We are the voice. We will be the voice this year of Bastrop football. DeSanto looking, and he's got something, and he picked up the first. 8:34. He's got up getting the first. And one thing we're going since we're in the first half. So high school football went ahead and took in the 2-minute timeout. We can't say 2 minutes. What the pros call. So it's called a 2-minute timeout. Drop back for DeSanto, and he's looking and incomplete. That pass was intended to Hayden Perkins.
Intended for Hayden Perkins. Hayden also senior for the Yellow Jackets this year.
Impossible. Sometimes whenever I see double coverage, unless your name is Jerry Lee, Randy, Calvin, or even Sterling. I'm not throwing him in double coverage. And trying to go up the middle, and it stopped for a loss of 1. So it will be now third and about 11.
And Bastrop, it is third down for the Yellow Jackets. You know what to do. Stand on your feet, make some noise. Keep that energy up, keep it going all the way through. Let us hear you.
And 4 wide receivers, a 4 wide receiver set. DeSanto out of the shotgun, looking, and and that was intended for Hayden Perkins, and that is not what you wanted to do, Alvin. You did a good job of ball control, keep the ball out of the hands with 7:20 left in the first half. You're giving the ball back to this offense who has been getting big gains whenever they want it. Catch it. I remember I was told that all the time when I was younger. Catch it. And it looks like there's a penalty. Looks like they're going to delay the game. There's going to be delay of game on Alvin. It's going to be about 4th and 15. Oh! Muffed it. And it looks like they will up. And it looks as if Bastrop is going to take over at the 33.
Yellow Jackets with Alvin. Usually Alvin coming all this way. They're running a long drive for them. And they thank your parents for coming all this way. And they're running and they appreciate it.
And again, if you have anything that you'd like to talk about, you have any questions, concerns, or be like, hey, this is what goes on over here, what's going on with our schools, you can send me a message on Twitter at Sasha D. Robinson. We'll be more than happy to read it and let everybody know what's going on. We're up the middle to Gary Jefferson, the junior, and he is. Last year, I don't know if you realized this. Last year, their running game was non-existent. Three wide receivers, doubles to the left. Nice pass to number 4, Miles, and he is gone out of bounds. He fumbled the ball, but it went out of bounds.
Miles off the team, just in the Bastrop Bears.
So the leading rusher last year for Bastrop was senior Marino, who had 727. After that, I mean after that it was 196, and that was by their other senior, Q Joyner. Nielsen going, and that's going to a pass completed to number 17, Zach Wilkinson. Yeah, that's one thing. If you're going to want to be successful, yeah, you can throw the ball, but when you run into a team that can take away that run, and they're going to make you try to, take away that passing game. It's going to. Did he catch it?
That's caught.
Big
That's a
touchdown
touchdown.
after the wide receiver pass. And that was to number 17, Zach Wilkinson.
That was beautiful. Handoff to the wide receiver. He goes over to the sideline, throws that throws a beautiful pass. I mean, he may be able to challenge the quarterback as far as for the starting position because that pass was beautiful. The receiver made an amazing catch. Give Bastrop the chance to go up 21-7.
And that was passed was by number 1, Dallas Crescenzo. And now he's in the books of throwing a touchdown pass.
That was an amazing pass by number 6.
That is a timeout for the Bears of the first of the half.
And it looks like they're calling a little bit, maybe a little bit of a timeout. So we're going to take a little bit of a timeout ourselves while we wait for a moment. And we're going to be welcoming back. And they are about to kick the point after. They're going to be kicking the point after. And at least a chance to go up 21 to 7. Good. Score is now 21 to 7 with 6:04 left in the first half. Now, this is the thing where me and Aaron was talking about earlier. You don't want to fall so far behind, especially when you're playing a team like Bastrop and have a high-powered offense. Alvin's going to want to try to answer. They're going to want to get points on the board. And the thing is this. You have 6:04 left. Do not, and I repeat, do not let's play the hypothetical and say Bastrop's defense, holds. Do you want to give them the ball back with the good enough time? Nope, not at all. And Alvin, I hate to say it like this, and I apologize for wording like this. That would be a long bus ride home. And a nice tackle, and it looks like somebody may be down on the field. So it looks like there's an injury timeout. And while we are waiting, we're just going to step away for a moment as we are up. Oh, never mind. It does not look like it looks like he's off the field. So we're fine. We don't have to step away. So they'll be at the 20. It's just as good as the touchback. Oh, I forgot. Now touchback shots is what, 25 now. So it's not like what I grew up with. Touchback was 20 at the 20. Very many rings ago. Three wide receivers, two to the left side in the pistol formation. And this time, this is going to number 23, Cameron Forbes, with the senior with a nice gain. So that's probably for a gain of 4.
Jacket. It'll be short game. It'll be second down and 6.
Drop back. And it looks like that's where it would probably be a gain of 3. And that was again the number 23, Cameron Fobbs. So I said 4 earlier. I apologize. It was Cameron Fobbs.
It'll be third down and 3. And if you're a pass on to the third down, you know what to do. Make some noise.
Three wide receivers, doubles to the right. DeSanto's dropping back, going. Pass into the number 3, J.J. Raish, the junior. And nobody. So that will bring on the punt team. Clock is stopped with 4:43 left. And number 9, Gary Jefferson Jr. and Dallas Crescenzo are back for the punt. 2 players who have been electric all game. And that's a fake. And they got it. Now the first down. Yeah, they caught everybody off guard because even I was expecting it to get for a punt. Why would you do that so deep in your territory? But you have to roll the dice. And DeSanto is sacked. That is by number 7, Keenis Hunt. And so now it's going to be second and about 19. After a loss of 9. DeSanto out of the shotgun looking. And he's going to go down again. This time it's by number 9, Val Rigaldo, the senior. And so then it looks like there'll be a timeout by Bastrop. And we're going to step away for a moment ourselves. With 3:13 left, it's 21-7 Bastrop. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. And it's going to be 3rd and 24. If Alvin has a play that's going to be able to get you 24 yards, it's going to be that time to be able to get this out with 3:13 left. Because, again, you have the chance of giving Bastrop that ball back. And DeSanto looking. And that a little short pass to number 3, J.J. Raish.
Brought down by Terrell Finley.
Yeah, let's not try to do the more fake punch on this one. This isn't Madden. Once you do it one time, they're going to be on the alert for you now.
Fourth and 8 for the Yellow
But I
Jackets.
hear that on new Madden, they do have the AI now has learned where they can be able to realize that you can't do the same play over and over.
Yeah, and as far as the way that they're practicing it,
And Crescento. Oh! Oh, the way how he was running, I thought he was going. I thought he was going to keep going to the far side, and he had something.
2-yard line. Those penalties at the 39-yard line.
yeah,
2:10 left to go in the half. Make some noise out there. Bastrop Bears.
just got to get inside and really make them move necessary to get that first down. Quite making sure we did get Bastrop to Alvin's side of the field at the 49-yard line. So first and 10.
So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, as we have four wide receivers. Nielsen going and miss number one, Dallas Crescenzo with 2:05 left. We are 5 seconds away from the 2-minute timeout. Not the 2-minute other thing, the 2-minute timeout. Every second and 10.
Ball of the Yellow Jackets 49.
Four wide receivers. Gary Jefferson Jr. in the backfield, dropping, going back to Jefferson as missed it. Gotcha. Stop on the dime, and that'll be about a gain of about 5 as we are at the 2-minute timeout. 2-minute timeout, everyone. Not 2-minute warning, but the 2-minute timeout as we will step away for the timeout ourselves. And we are back from the 2-minute timeout. Not 2-minute warning, but 2-minute timeout. It is now 3rd and 7. I thought Jefferson got at least a gain of 5 after he had somebody dancing. We have four wide receivers. Nielsen dropping back as he is sending it. Oh, that is another drop, and that this time is from Carter Brent. Brent Carter, I'm sorry, Brent Carter.
Thrown behind him during that other pass. Maybe not take it to the house, or just got
That's three drops. I think it was 3 or 4 drops that these wide receivers had so far. Maybe it's the first game jitters. Nielsen dropping, looking, is going to Crescenzo as he's got the first and down to the 29, the 31. I'm sorry, the 31. As Nielsen looking as they're calling the plays after the line of scrimmage. Looking over. Go! Looks like that pass was intended. Number 17, Zach Wilkinson.
It'll be second and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line. 1 minute left to go.
Yeah, we're not gonna speak his name. We will not speak his name. Minute 19 left in the second quarter, and they are at the 31. Nilsson looking, dropping back, going. Oh! This was good defensive play by Tracy Goff, the defensive back junior, because they had Brent Carter wide open.
Joining me up here in the stands right now is the Yellow Jackets. They're getting ready to announce, and they're super excited, and we are excited to have them here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, from Alvin, Texas.
You know, one thing is, I prefer getting the interception because when you drop that, you give that quarterback, if it's a good quarterback, a chance to score, just like what's going on right now. And oh!
Pass is incomplete. It'll be fourth down.
Because trust me, as a Niner fan, there's one possible interception that really grinds my gears, and I'm not going to bring that back up. Don't mean to.
Timeout. Bastrop.
You know, the one I was talking about with Jaquiski Tart, how he dropped that Matt Stafford interception. And because of that, they walked down the field and they ended up scoring and taking the lead. And that was the NFC Championship game in 2021. The Rams.
ECS for all your concrete protection needs, ladies and gentlemen, no matter how big the small.
No, it's not okay.
Do it all, and of course,
It's not okay.
It's
not okay. That will never be okay, especially losing games when they were so close to returning to the Super Bowl, because they would have beaten the Bengals. They would have beaten the Bengals. Bengals didn't have an offensive line to save their life. Yeah, but that's the Rams. It's fourth and 10, four wide, and going back up top. And that was going to be an incompletion. And that pass was intended to number 11, Diego Rangel. And Alvin will take over. Their defense holds.
Yellow Jackets will take it back over possession. First and 10. The ball on the 31-yard line in Yellow Jackets territory. 1 minute left to go in the half.
You got to, because if you go down the score here, you get the ball back at the third quarter, and you could have a chance to tie the game. So you have to do something. 58 seconds left in the end of the first quarter, in the end of the first half. Sorry. Oh, so it was that was an incompletion. That's going to be second and 10. Santo in the shotgun, 4 wide receivers, doubles on each side. DeSanto dropping back, looking, flare out to number 23, Cameron Fobbs, as he was able to get about a gain of about, it looks like it was a pretty good gain, of about 8. Clock is rolling, clock is running, dropping back, going. J.J. Rosh was was open and you missed him. 28 seconds left. Got to thank Les Cleary for again. He is our QA. He is our eyes and ears, making sure that you are having a good viewing experience. If he's not having a good experience, we know you won't. So thank you again. After he's out there building those big old bridges, which I will never get on. Four wide receivers for each side for Alvin. DeSanto drop back. And it looks like they're going to probably just let this go. So they ended up getting the first quarter with 22 seconds left. 19, 18, going down. Dropping back. As DeSanto looking, and he will be sacked. That's the third time he's going down.
And quarterback run, didn't take a big hit from the team anymore.
And I think they said that was Kenyon Mueller with the sacks. And that will be it, everybody, while we are going into halftime. As we are going into halftime, ladies and gentlemen, the score is now 21-7, and we will be back to you at the start of the third quarter.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is my great pleasure to introduce the Alvin High School Halftime Show, featuring performances from the Alvin Yellow Jacket.
school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Texas needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to
Prologue by Tim Rice with arrangement.
Timeout!
All right! Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Texas.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
The band is under the direction of Kenneth Gilbert, Jeffrey Gutierrez, Orion Wasaki, and Leo Navarro. The band would like to thank our marching techs, Bastrop band posters and parents, the BHS teachers and administration. Let's hear it one more time for the Bastrop High School Band.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? Because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day. Interscholastic sports in Texas. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the UIL, are the 825,000 high school sports and performing arts students in Texas. And so, we stand. We stand for the runners, debate team members, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, officials, and adjudicators. We stand for the drummers, football players, and actors. We stand for the golfers, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible, because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
All right, folks, let's get started. Parents, thanks for coming. As many of you know, I'm Coach Mather. Tonight I want to talk about the season, of which I only have one expectation, that everybody gets stronger. When I say get stronger, I'm not referring solely to physical strength. Sure, we'll be in the weight room, we'll be running stairs, but we're also going to focus on developing mental toughness and grit, because those are the characteristics that allow us to achieve greatness both on and off the court. So, how do we develop those things? By getting comfortable with a challenge, by cultivating the confidence necessary to overcome adversity in all forms. That's why I coach. That's my purpose. Every member of this team can lean on me, and I'll teach them how they can lean on themselves and each other.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
This message presented by the NFHS and the UIL.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Texas.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? that you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
This message presented by the NFHS and the UIL.
Welcome to the inferno. Don't even try to escape. Go ahead and pick out your poison and decide your fate. The inferno. See, nobody is safe. You might be thinking it's a nightmare, but you're wide awake. The inferno. Yeah, everybody will break, cause there ain't no way that y'all are ever leaving this place. The inferno. Gotta do whatever it takes, so you better get ready to sever the head of the snake. The inferno. Seeing red and the temperature rising. Desperation, losing hope for surviving.
And we are welcoming everybody back to the start of the third quarter. Both teams are coming back from halftime. I am Sasha D. Robinson alongside my broadcast partner, Aaron Donnell. He's coming down with the coffee. We're going to see if he can be able to go. If not, he's going to run the camera, and I'm going to go solo. So we'll see how everything goes. It depends on how he is. He's a trooper. He says that he just wished that this would have happened when he was on his way home, but you know, life happens. We're old. So as we are about to come back, I can tell you right now, this is a pretty good game. The way how Alvin picked up at the start of the second quarter, was able to answer an explosion by the Bears, made this game a seven all game. But then, of course, Bastrop was able to just answer the call and was able to just get 14 unanswered points. And with that, this is how our score is, 21-7. Weston Nielsen is all that we thought he is. He is poised, and like what Coach Grill says, Coach. I'm sorry, everyone. Yeah, what Coach Griddle said. He is as smart, football smart as anything out there. And again, remember last year. He threw for over 3,100 yards and 37 touchdowns as a sophomore. I don't know many sophomores that can jump in varsity and be able to pick defenses apart like that and led them to the second round of the playoffs. Yeah, they may have went out, and it was a horrible game, but when you see a young player like that lead your team to into the playoffs, and that's what happened, I'll take that any day of the week. So again, he is what he is, and you know what, he is worth the hype. And just like what Coach said, he has multiple scholarship offers already. We'll see where he goes, because again, we got 2 more years of Weston. But another player, Dallas Gracenzo, has also been lining up as well as running back Gary Jefferson Jr. Get him isolated. He is just killer. Both of those players, all 3 of those players, 1, 2, 3. That must be the new Bears triplets. On the other side with Alvin, I tell you, Anthony DeSanto, as the Bears are coming out of the tunnels. And but as I was saying about Anthony DeSanto, he is, again, I was talking over with Coach Bass, and he basically was just so excited about Anthony DeSanto, and you just see, yeah, he's definitely a creator. He's been able to put the ball on the money in the first quarter. If he was able to hit, he's got a touchdown pass, and both these and take away certain mistakes here, this game could be a little bit closer. But again, they're down by 14, and they're going to get the ball back. So it looks like it's just going to be me. So let's wish Aaron a speedy recovery, and hoping he'll be ready for the next home game. I'm pretty sure he will. Aaron's a big boy. He's fine. He's doing thumbs up. He's saying he'll be ready to go. And so the The next game, Bastrop, they should be they will be on the road and they'll be playing China Springs. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at last year's. So as we are lining up, let me pull up the schedule for. So they're gonna yeah they will be at China Springs. And then after that, their next home game will be right Googly Moogly. Then then they will be hosting Preston Wood Christian, and they will be here, and this will be on September the 12th. Kickoff will be at 7 p.m. As Bastrop is ready, getting ready for the kick. And there goes that Bastrop special teams as he pinned them inside at the 11. If I'm looking at that, what the line judge has got it set up, good defense. Their special teams. That's one thing, they have been alive. So I don't know if you guys can hear it, but the band is starting to come alive. And here we go. So it would be first and 10 at the 11. Drop back for DeSanto. Going back. And that is intercepted. And it will score. That was number 7, Keenus Hunt. Interception, pick 6. And that is not what you needed. And just like that, they were able to score. They were able to get a pick 6, and that score is now 27-7. They're going up for the extra kick point. Kick is up. Oh, they're going for a 2. And just like that now, it is now 29-7. And just like that, there they go. So I'm going to step away for a moment and try to make sure our crowd mic is working for you. I'm not getting the crowd mic, so I'm going to step away. But you will still be able to see the action. But I will be right back for you. Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So we are now, it's going to be third and 12. As for Alvin, the score is now 29-7. And drop back, and that's another interception. This time, that was big. Big old Tiki Hola. Oh my God, when it rains, it pours. I'm sorry, that was Val Ringoldo. I'm sorry about that. I apologize about that. As he's with the score, and that makes the score 35-7. Now all of a sudden, when we were just talking about how good Alvin was able to control the ball, keep the ball away. DeSanto has thrown two pick sixes in a row, and now the score is now 35-7. Kick is up, and that is now good. 36-7 is your score right now. And just like that, with 9:57 left in the third quarter, this just isn't starting to look right for Alvin. We will just step away for a moment. And we're back as Bastrop, who just like that, with 14 unanswered defensive points, the score is now 36-7. And Alvin needs to try to get something going. But again, with that good Bastrop special teams, with the tackle, this time he's going to go back at the 16. And Alvin's offense will come back onto the field. And let me just see. I thought that they're calling a penalty. Somebody's pointing to the back, but no. It's going to be at the. It looks like this is going to be at the 16. Two wide receiver sets. To the left. Pistol formation for Alvin. Stepping back, drop back, and handoff. That's going to Fobbs, and that will be a loss of 1. Alvin's going to probably want to start moving this ball, get something going. They're down. You're down by 20. You're down right now by 29 points. As they are trying to get in formation, 3 wide receivers. Looking as they are in pistol formation. Drop back. And that's going underneath to number 18. And he is down the sideline. That is Darian Cannon. For a nice gain. Something that they probably need to do. After a nice play action. And number 18, Darren Cannon was able to just get underneath, got that, and went right up the field for a nice, huge gain. Down to their 46. So that was for a gain of 30. And they're going right up the middle, and good defense as Cameron Fobbs was able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Everybody now getting back set. Looking around. Going back to the line of scrimmage, and a good run by Fobbs as he was able to get, looks like for a gain of 6. As it's going to be 3rd and 3. Going back to the line of scrimmage, looks like it's going to be a loss of 1. And as they're going to go for it, with looks like it's going to be 4th and 4. As they looks like they're going to punt the ball away. Maybe they'll go for another fake, but nope, they're not going to. They're going to get that away, and this looks like it's going to go to Gary Jefferson Jr. as he's been electric, and he's going down. He's down the sideline. If he could get past, which he didn't, nice return by Gary Jefferson Jr. And this time he gets to the yellow jacket, 38. It's kind of dangerous right now for Alvin. What are you going to do? If you're going to punt to one of those two, because Dallas Crescenzo has basically been electric all game. Gary Jefferson Jr. has definitely been eating them alive. Also, is what the youngsters say. So, if you're going to punt the ball to one of those two dangerous players, who would you go to? I don't know. You tell me. So with 6:49 left, Bastrop is in good position for another score. Four wide receivers set. Weston looking. Oh! That's another drop. This one is by Diego Rangel. There's been a couple of drops that could have went for big plays for Bastrop. They're going to have to work on this because, right now you have been able to get on Alvin's defense right now, but looks like there was a penalty on the play. I guess I didn't see that. More likely looks like it was PI. Or roughing the passer. I didn't see the penalty. I was busy trying to adjust our crowd mic. But it looked like it was a 15-yard penalty. Now they are at the 23. And bouncing outside is number 4, Miles Johnson, as he got a nice gain himself. And that was for a gain of 5. Shotgun formation, 4 wide receivers. Weston Nielsen checking around, looking, going, and he's keeping it, and he will score. And just like that, again, with another touchdown, real quick. That'll make the score 42-7. Yeah, I'm with Darren. I'm shaking my head too because this one was just simple. Just think of it like this: there was 22 points that was scored so far, and 15 of them went by the defense. And that is good. So right now that score is now 43-7 is your score. 43-7. It just like that. I'm sorry, I did my math wrong. It wasn't 23. It was 20. They scored 22 points so far. My math is all the way off. So the score is 43-7. I was trying to work it in my head because there was a 2-point conversion. And so Alvin, this is not what you wanted to do. You did a good job of hanging in there in the first quarter. Was able to get 21. Hold them to 21 points. Their offense, stalled on a couple of drives. Thanks to your defense, their offense did a good job of keeping the ball out of their hands. And now you open up into the second half. And now the floodgates open 43-7, and probably just let that go into the end zone, and it looks as if they will Alvin will take over the ball, take over at the 25. I do believe in high school that there is the game. If it gets to 42, that they do a running clock. So I believe that's their mercy rule. If it gets to 42, that they could do a mercy rule, and just do a running clock. To DeSanto, looking, nice catch by that was a nice catch by number 9, Hayden Perkins, and that will be for a gain of 12 after he got in a slant route, was able to get that inside position. Number 3, William White, just allowed him to get in there. I've always told my son, when you play corner, when you let somebody get in, when you let them get inside, they have a lot. When you play that the sideline, you have another defender. Pick your poison. That was for looks like they got back to the line of scrimmage, and that'll be 2nd and 10. Three wide receivers, doubles on the right. Going up the middle, and they will be stopped. That is number 33, Logan LeBeau. He is a junior. Coach Bass did say that the main thing he wants to do is change the mindset of this team, and they did come out firing and not allowing Bastrop to punk them, especially after that one play offense, the first play of the game. At the beginning of the game, DeSanto dropping back, and he will be sacked. This time it is by number 8, Case Benoit. I don't want to say if it's Benoit. Please tell me his last name is not Benoit. And now this will be 4th and long, and they will be bringing in the punter, number 15, James Keelan. And that is going this time. And he is gone. Oh, my stars. He's gone. Touchdown. I had a feeling he was going to break one of these. Gary Jefferson Jr. He got that. Ah, what a busted play. What a busted play right there. And 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 wow, so 28 points. Even special teams was able to score. We had 2 defensive, 1 offense, and 1 special team. Wow, everybody got a handle on this. With 49 to 7 with 35 seconds the left in the in the third quarter. Looks like they're probably going to start doing the running clock. And as we can see right now, we're going to have Bastrop ready to kick. Roll those dice, but Dutch, and there's the kick, and that's up, going back, and that's going to go to Powledge as he's got it set. But again, Bastrop's special team has been there to take him down at the 21. We got 34 seconds left. 34 seconds left. And Alvin is now going to drop up. Is going to come back on the field with 3 wide receivers, doubles on the left. And that's going right up the middle, and number 33, Logan LeBeau, it goes down for at least a gain of 1. Oh no! So I thought it was 33 seconds left. That was 3 minutes and 27 seconds left. So I was going to say that clock was running, so it looks like they're not doing the running clock right now. 3:16 left. Drop back. That's going to LeBeau. And that will be at least for a gain of 1. This is going to be 3rd and about 5. It looks like they gave you 3rd and 4, so they gave him an extra yard. 3rd and 4. As DeSanto and the pistol formation. Looking over, looking left, looking right. As he faked it, and this time he went back to Cannon, and he was able to get the first. If they went back to a play that they ran earlier and was able to get Looks like he didn't get the first. I thought he was able to lunge in, but he stepped out. So it's going to be 4th and 1. And Alvin will send the punters on. And again, that's not what you'd want to do when you have dangerous players like Crescenzo and Jefferson back there. And there's the punt. This time they're getting it away from Jefferson. And he's not going to touch it. And the ball will be down at the 29. It's at the 29. It's going to be the 24. I am all over God's green earth right now, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. As Bastrop is getting their offense together. And it looks like they're going to have their first team offense back on there with the score of 49-7 with 2:21 left. Going to Jefferson up the middle, and he is stopped for at least a gain of 1. Stay tuned, everyone, because your next home game will be on September the 12th, as Bastrop will host Prestonwood Christian. Drop back, and he is wide open. Oh! Brent Carter was wide open. How are these guys getting so wide open? So wide open. He's so alone. He's scared. Oh, man. They are getting wide open. Got to get that fixed going into some of these big games, because drops like that can't come back to haunt you. You want to be able to capitalize on everything you got, because if you have a lot of drops and you don't work on it, they're going to come back to haunt you. Trust me. Especially later on. This is a long season. Game 1 may look good, but what about other games? And they're the flag on the play. Looks like they're signaling false start, but maybe there was encroachment. And I'm waiting for it. Looks like they're backing up, though. It looks like it was a false start. And it looks like there's a timeout being signaled. That's going to be on Bastrop, and we will step away ourselves. And we are back after that timeout. As Bastrop, after the penalty, it is now 3rd and 13. Four wide receivers. Weston dropping back. And that one is going to Jefferson. And he Looks like he's not going to escape. Number 27, Cade Johnson, after a nice catch, and he was able to explode for a big gain. Just like that, Mr. Gary Jefferson Jr. in space. He is electric. He's got the speed. He's got the moves. Something what they needed, especially after they lost a bunch of key seniors from last year. Now they look like they stocked and reloaded. Drop back. Nice screenplay that's being set up. This was to number 4, Miles Johnson, and that will be for a gain of 8. With 59 seconds left in the third quarter. We've got 2nd and 4. Moving around, shifting for Alvin. Weston going to, and that's going to Kazinjo, and he will get the first. I mean, you could easily call a late hit over because he was knocked out of bounds. As Kazinjo was able to get the first with 33 seconds in the third quarter. And right now we are going to just step away for a moment, because it looks like we do have somebody. It looks like they may have somebody down, but so we'll step away for a moment.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
This message presented by the NFHS and the UIL.
And as we are going into the fourth quarter, and just like that, this game just got out of hand with 28 unanswered points. Just like the Washington Redskins against the Denver Broncos in the Super Bowl. Just like that. It just came out of nowhere. But it wasn't a quarterback. It wasn't Weston Nielsen who blew up. Yeah, he may have walked in, but this was really defensive special teams who got some points as well during this. So it was good. So as I can tell you right now, it looks like Aaron. He says that he's ready to come back on and talk for a moment.
Well, hello again, everybody. I do apologize. Just remember, being in the state of Texas, stay hydrated. But also, I come back into the fourth quarter, and my goodness, Bastrop has just laid the hammer down as far as in this game so far. Unfortunately for Alvin, they have not. They've struggled some as far as with the 2 pick sixes, and then also the special teams, and as far as with Bastrop's quarterback being able to run in for the touchdown. They are really find themselves in a very, very, very tough bind. But again, when it comes to football, you never know.
And it looks like they were going for a shot, but it looks like that was just missed. I was going to number 11, Diego Rangel, four wide receivers, and that's going to Jefferson, and he cannot be brought down. He will not be denied.
But it looks like we have a flag on the play, and it's possible offsides on that.
And we're checking, and right up the middle, so they're going to see exactly with what the flag is. I'm looking to get the signal. Offsides on the defense. So that's going to be denied. That's going to be declined, and they're going to go ahead with after that big gain. It's going to be first and 10 at the 18. I'm looking at it now. I'm getting this together. At the 18, first and 10, and they're rolling the clock. Going up, and again, another drop. This time it's number 5, Brent Carter again. I think he's got about 4 drops right now, Aaron.
Yes, and unfortunately, with those drops, that's at least 3 touchdowns that could have been had if he would have just concentrated. I mean, I can understand first game jitters. You know, you basically the most important thing that you have to do is catch the ball first, then run. Don't run and try to catch the ball.
And as they are going to Jefferson, he's going to bounce out, and he instead of taking a negative, he got a positive, and that's a touchdown. What are you saying, Aaron?
I was going to say I think he got in because there was a little hesitation there. So.
And that's another one for Mr. Gary Jefferson, the junior. I was about to call him the third. I don't know why I want to call him the third.
That may have been his third touchdown.
55-7 is your score so far, in this game, as Bastrop has just opened a can, as what old Stone Cold Steve Austin would say. But I won't say what else he says. He just opened a can.
Got to keep it family friendly. And there's the botch extra point right there. Yep, and it looks like a fumble, but I believe that he was already down. So, oh no, it's picked back up.
It's picked up. And this is going to be 2 if he gets it. Yeah, he's going to get it. This isn't a touchdown, ladies and gentlemen. That is a 2-pointer. But they're signaling that he was down.
Yeah, see, whoever had the ball was down at least 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, but there's also a flag on the play. Let me keep this right here until I get the signal. Don't want to change the score or anything until I know what's going on. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let's play the hypothetical game and say that the point is good. That would not be a touchdown. That would be a 2-point conversion. Because the play was for 2. It wasn't for. It wasn't regular down. And I'm hearing somebody saying the same thing what Aaron said. He was down. Illegal block in the back. And so that was no good. There was an illegal block in the back by Alvin. So, and just like that, the score is now 55-7. Wow. I'm just telling you right now, as what I was told one day, I'm just so behooved at the way how this thing turned. And this is just even worse than what happened the last time these 2 teams met.
Exactly. Well, unfortunately for Alvin, hopefully with this game that they're able to, this being a tough loss and everything, they're able to look at the game tape and make adjustments as far as for the rest of the year. And as for Bastrop, I mean, I hope that they're able to continue going strong as far as everything that they're doing because all around from defense, offense, special teams, they all produce tonight.
All over the place. That is just one thing you can honestly say that would happen is that everybody came to play. Everybody came to play.
And that's a coach's dream right there. That everybody, no matter who you are, whether you're a starter on the bench, that once your number's called to go out there on the field, that you're able to produce for your team. Because Bastrop would love to be able to make it back to the playoffs again.
As they are prepared for the kick, the score is 55-7, and that kick is going up, and that's going to go to Cash Paulage, and he is going to be tackled at the 30.
That was a nice return for
Nice return to get to the 30, and this is where Alvin will take over. And the thing is, if I was coach, there's some positives that you could probably take away from this because think about what happened in the first half. There's a couple of miscues that if you just tune up a little bit, this score could have probably been 21 all going into the halftime. Then there was a couple of pick sixes. Just it's like all of a sudden their offense just was not in sync. So this stuff can be coached, and you could just be able to fix it. This wasn't. You could just look at it like, yeah, we lost, and hey, heck, 55-7. But a lot of these are just things where you can just easily fix. These are some losses that even blowouts you can look at and be like, yeah, you know what? You take this away, and this away. We could have this game could have been a lot better. And there goes LeBeau as he goes up the middle for a gain of 10, and that will be a first down.
Yeah, yes, that was a beautiful run by LeBeau. Kind of piggyback off of what you're saying. Yes, it's a great learning tool as far as for young adults as far as to go through this process. You can't always win every game. As far as even in a blowout, it's a teaching tool, and hopefully for Alvin, they'll be able to learn from this and be able to come back, later on in the season for them.
The ball right up the middle again. This time he's got about a gain of 6. Downfield over here on Bastrop side, number 14. It looks like one of their backup quarterbacks is warming up. And it looks like it's going to probably be Bryce Cosgrave that will be going in. So it looks like Weston Nielsen's night is over with. I was going to say day, but his night is over with. Right up the middle, they're going back this time. DeSanto, as he's going around, and slides, gets the first down.
That's a very beautiful play right there. But yes, I think it's definitely for Bastrop. It's time to get the players on the bench out there on the field, and let's see what they can do.
Yeah, one thing is I always had a friend who when my favorite team I've always lost, or they even won. I was like, yeah, this happened here, this had to happen here. This wasn't like, they capitalized. Take away certain things, and if you take away certain things, I can tell you the game could have probably went a different way. I remember, and again, I hate to say it like this, I remember again the Niners were playing Arizona back in 14, and they could have easily went up 28-0, but instead they kept settling for field goals. It went 12-0, and then Arizona, they crept back into the game. And I believe the Niners won that game. And I told a friend, if you look at it, that was to number 5, Colin Bro. I was about to say Brox, but it's bro because again, it must be Cajun. But like I told a friend of mine, if you look at the game, you then capitalize on these certain things. Games could have, would have, whatever. They capitalized and they made things difficult, made the game a little bit closer. So that's the same thing what I'm looking at with Alvin. Yeah, this game is 55-7, but there's a lot of things that they can be able to write home about and be like, hey, we could have done this and we could have done that as we got Logan LeBeau again going right up the middle as he's pounding away. As Jay's going right up the middle for a gain of 10. LeBeau is just been getting there. It looks like we got the Bastrop's backups that are in. And we're in the pistol formation. 2 wide receivers. This going right up and that looks like that will be for a gain of. That looks like it's a loss. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a loss. But we're going to be at 7:50 left in this game. We're going to have 2 wide receivers, three wide receivers, doubles on the right. Dropping back is DeSanto, looking, cog back. And that was a drop pass by Darian Cannon as we're going to be at 3rd down, 3rd and about 15. Low pass was low. And pass was low, and Cannon was not able to hold on. Four wide receiver set. Santos dropping back, going to the sideline, and that pass was to number 14, Alex Avita, with his first catch of the game, and that will be for about a gain of a good gain, and now that will be now about 4th and 4. We do want to send a good well wishes to our broadcast partner, Brian Johnson, who originally was supposed to do play-by-play for you in Bastrop, but he had to step down because of health reasons, and that's how I was able to come in and be your voice for the Bastrop Bears alongside with Aaron Donnell. So, Brian, we wish you a speedy recovery, and hopefully for next year you are able to come back and be able to call games. We do look forward for you to come back. Alvin was not able to capitalize on a pretty good drive that they had, and it stalled. The drive stalled, and now Bastrop is going to take over at the 27. And just like I said before, I believe Weston Nielsen, he is not in. It is going to be number. Let me see. I believe it is going to be Bryce Cosgrove, who will be in at quarterback. So they're playing a lot of their 2s. Drop back. Right up the middle. This time is going to number 4, Miles Johnson. This time he was able to get a big gain. He wants to get on the highlights also. So I can tell you film session is going to probably be like, hey, look, I was able to get a good play. You're not the only one, Mr. Jefferson.
Yes, that was a very great run. Very great run on his part.
and he was able to bounce out, and it looks like he was able to bounce for looks like it was a gain of 2. He was able to get look like a gain of 15.
Yes, he has very great pickup speed, and he's able to bounce off of defenders. And Bastrop right now, they're doing a great opportunity as far as getting a lot of the bench players in the game right now to get some experience.
Looks like there was a holding play in the middle of that run. It looks like there's a holding play. So there's going to be 1st and 18. And that will be a major drop.
Yeah, it looked like that there was a fumble, like a little muffing with the handoff there, which caused the running back to lose a significant amount of yards.
And so then, right now with 5:37 left, it is going to be 2nd and 23. You're not going to get anything with you're moving backwards. Come on, this now you guys it's time to show that you guys are doing something. Come on now, you guys can be able to get in the film session here. 2nd and 23. As weight room. Looks like that will be like a gain of about 5 or 6. And it's going to be 3rd and it's going to be 3rd and 16. So that was a gain of 7 by Cosgrove as he was able to scramble to get up there. So are they going to trust him by just throwing the ball, or are you going to just hand it off and just give the ball back to Alvin? Because we're going under 4:30 left.
I'm thinking Bastrop they're going to go for the pass. They're looking to push the ball down the field and keep the ball away from Alvin.
Well, and they definitely did that, and that will stop the clock. As that pass was to number 84, Adrian Martinez. No, we're not talking about the former Nebraska quarterback.
Really digging deep there, sir.
The only reason why I was thinking about that was because he is now on the Niners practice squad.
He needs to stay there.
Yeah, he needs to stay there. He's just there just to be there. Out of all the quarterbacks out there, we're going to put him out there. But anyway, so it's going to be the Bastrop will punt for the first time today. It's going to we're 4:19 left. And they called it delay of game. So that'll be a 5-yard, so it's going to be 4th and 21.
Uh-oh.
Oh, then that was, and it looks like they got him back there.
Probably with inside the 10 yard.
Yeah, with inside the 10. It looks like everybody just did what they call a jailbreak, and looks like something's going on over there at the 24. And while they are checking on a player, we are going to step away ourselves. And we are back with 4:11 left. It is 5. It is 55-7. Your Bastrop Bears. As Alvin, after they were, it looks like they tackled the punter and was able to get good field position at the 10. And they're going up to LeBeau, and he is down. I'm sorry, I said that LeBeau. I thought he was out there. That's actually number 22, Keegan Moore. And that will now be 2nd and 8. And now it is second and 8, doubles to the left, and let's see, they stoppage. You're going to call timeout. And while we're doing that, we're going to step away for a moment ourselves.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
This message presented by the NFHS and the UIL.
And we're back. It is now 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line. DeSanto's still in that quarterback as they're going up the middle, and it looks like number 23, Keegan Moore, was able to get down to the 1. We just so the president of the booster club that came in and told me and Aaron that we're doing such a great job, and we want to thank everyone out here in Bastrop who's just been saying that we think that we're doing a good job. Appreciate that. We really like to hear the good things, but if we did anything wrong, again, we like to know. We want to make sure that you have a good listening experience this season, because we will be your voice of Bastrop football. And now the touchdown for Alvin. And the score now is going to be 55-13, pending the extra point. We want to thank Miss Suna Venkat also. Suna, if you all don't know, she is the woman behind the scenes to make sure everything is working properly, from our sound, the visuals, everything. She just doesn't work on our game. She works on everyone through Vype Live. And I try my best to try to be one less burden, but regardless of the fact, she can handle everything. Thank you so much, Suna, for being out there, pinning the kick, and that is good.
Thank you, Suna, mad scientist behind everything. Thank you. Couldn't be doing this without you.
Definitely, we could. We try and fail. I remember a couple of years ago. She had went on vacation and gave me everything, but I don't know. I guess she just wanted to make sure everything was done right. So she was on vacation. She tapped into my feed, and I'm thinking, Suna, you're on vacation. You gave me everything. I got this. But you know what? She wants to make sure everything goes well. So I really do like that. And Aaron, I know that this your first year with us. I'll tell you, we got a really good staff and support. You're even if you're not with me, everybody with us, you would get along with them.
Well, I can't wait to meet as much as, or meet everybody with Vype, and I'm looking just know that if, with this being my first year, if anything goes wrong, I'm pointing to you.
Oh, you're gonna point to me now. I got you now.
Teamwork, it makes the dream work.
Looks like you're snitching on me.
No, not snitching, teamwork.
With that kick is going selling into the end zone is 55-14 with 2:45 left, and it looks like a lot of the fans on Bastrop's side they are more than likely going to be going up front, just probably like going to meet some of the players after the game.
That's
You would think Whataburger? Should I'm probably as soon as I leave here, I'm going to probably tell my beautiful wife that she needs to order me something to eat. Because I'm purposely not eating because I want her to bring me something. I want her to order something because she's out doing karaoke while I'm over here calling a game. And she's sending me videos talking about, oh, look at what we're doing. Yeah, okay.
sounds exciting.
It sounds really exciting.
Now the famous question is, as we get this handoff, and he is going beautiful run, about a 13, 14-yard gain, and possible unnecessary roughness hit. I mean, he was hit pretty hard going out of bounds.
And that was by Isaiah. That was number 22, Isaiah Regaldo.
I will say one thing about Bastrop is that besides their passing game, I mean their running game, with the stats that you were giving earlier as far as last year's run game, I mean this year's run game. Let's first start off with the offensive line. Offensive line has done an amazing job tonight as far as opening up the holes for the run game and then also pass blocking. They have done a plus job tonight. This whole team has.
As Cosgrove is down the sideline, and he was able to get at least a gain of 12.
But as stated earlier, and just the $1 million question would be, what song would you be singing for karaoke?
Well, you know what? The last time we went to karaoke, the girls played a real prank on me, and I owe them one. They had me doing the thong song.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. I'm not a fan of Cisco, so when I saw that and I saw what they did, I went along with it, but I owe them one. 3 wide receivers, doubles to the right. Cosgrove handed off, and Regaldo was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he was met by a group of Yellow Jackets, and we're going underneath a minute. Next game will be at China Springs, and it's safe to say it looks like your Bastrop Bears will win their opening game, their home game here in Bastrop. Next game will be in China Springs, and after that they will be hosting Prestonwood Christian at 7 p.m. on September the 12th. We will be here calling the game. Me and Aaron. Hopefully we'll have Les again as our QA. And again, we want to just thank everyone here at Vype Media. And we want to thank everybody in Bastrop as well for opening your arms and allowing us to call the first game of the season.
And hopefully we can do an amazing job this year as your Bastrop. As Bastrop has went ahead and kneeled down to go ahead and run out the clock, and it looks like for the Bears, the final score will be 55-14.
55-14, and just think about this: 28 points came in that third quarter. And again, Alvin, I understand that it was a blowout, and you're probably going to look at it like, man, we lost. But no, you know something? This is something that you can definitely learn and realize. We allowed this game to happen this way. Look at the turnovers. Look at what we've done. And to allow them to get there. This is like what Coach was saying. You got to change that mindset. It just can't just expect it to be like a mistake free. You got to find a way how to correct those mistakes.
Exactly. So for Bastrop, an amazing win tonight for them. For Alvin, tough loss, but you got to go ahead and look at this and figure out, work out a game plan as far as get ready for the season. But for Bastrop, again, they're really looking to get back to the playoffs this year, and this is an amazing start to go down that road to hopefully, possibly one day, not only just for the district championship, but for a possible state championship.
You're definitely right about that. So, as I said, I want to thank Suna Venkat again, the marvelous woman behind this. Whenever we talk about gender wars, women can't do this. Oh no, there's a woman right here who definitely handled, who was behind the scenes, and she made everything possible. So while I'm sitting here wondering what to do, she took care of that. Suna, you did a good job. Appreciate you. For as long as I've been with Vype, I can tell you right now, she takes care of everything. And when we can't forget about Merle Bertrand, the guy who makes everything happen. Appreciate you, Merle. You've done it. You've always done a good job. The people of Bastrop, I want to also thank our QA, Les Cleary. He's out there building those bridges, and I'm telling you, he showed that drone on Facebook. I was looking at like, Les, you're a better person than me, because ain't no way on God's green earth I would do that. He's from Port Arthur, and he talked about that bridge over there. Oh my God, I will not cross that thing. But I ramble. But I would also thank Aaron. He did a pretty good job, and and I think that we're gonna, our next game, we're gonna really, he's gonna have that comfortable feeling being able to call some games here. I'm Sasha D. Robinson. Again, if you have any other questions or concerns, follow me on Twitter at Sasha D. Robinson, and I'll be more than happy to bring it up at the next game. Any questions or concerns with us here? This is, again, your final 55-14. Your Bastrop Bears over the Alvin Yellow Jackets. This is with Vype Media. Good night.